No, there's no backstory. I wish there was, though.
It does sound cool, though.
Yeah.
So you've been here for a couple of weeks now?
I've been here for a week and a half.
Week and a half.
Exactly, yeah.
What is a positive or surprising thing you've experienced in Estonia so far?
I would say just how cooperative the team is. They make it really easy to come in here and just be a part of the team and help any way I can. Everybody's super talkative and walking me through things that I need to learn, or helping me with places to eat or places to go if I need certain things. So it's been super easy.
Do you have a favorite eating place so far?
Vapaino so far. Me and Manny go there probably 5-6 times a week.
That's a good answer. Tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get to basketball, or what's the story there?
So I started playing basketball when I was really young. I didn't really start taking it super serious until 7th grade. Actually, before that, I was really big into skateboarding. And then, there was a really big tournament we were going to for basketball. Unfortunately, I couldn't play in it because I had hurt my ankle really bad. And ever since then, my coach kind of was like, yeah, skateboarding is done with. So I gave up skateboarding and started taking basketball pretty serious.
So you don't play, not play, but you don't skateboard at all anymore?
If I see a skateboard on the side of the street, like with a friend, like a person, I'll be like, hey, can I do a trick real quick or something? And that's about it.
So after the season's done, then we can make a video of you doing skateboard tricks.
Yeah, I have a video, yeah, for sure.
We'll do that. So you said you were quite young when you started playing basketball, and in 7th grade you figured you'd go professional. That's where you realized you wanted to play professional in the future?
My first goal was, I always wanted to play in the NBA, obviously. As a kid, everyone wants to play in the NBA. But I guess my first goal coming, when I started playing seriously, was just to play Division I. That was my first goal, to go to college and play Division I, and then obviously I wanted to play in the NBA.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
Steph, for sure, Steph Curry.
Why?
I don't know. I just like how he's not the strongest, he's not the tallest. He uses his shooting to his abilities. And he's just super humble. I like that about him.
Do you watch any European basketball?
I do.
EuroLeague?
Yeah, EuroLeague, yeah. So Mike James is from the city I'm from. So we play in the Portland Pro-Am in the summers, so he's somebody I watch a lot.
That's cool, that's very cool. What's a sports event you'd most like to participate in if you could choose, like fantasy-wise?
If I could go back in time, it would be the March Madness, the college tournament. That was something I always wanted to play in, but I never got to, either because we lost before we got the opportunity, or my year at my year at Oregon, we were going to be like a really high seed, and then COVID hit and shut the whole tournament down. So I think that's one I'd definitely, turn back time and be able to play in that.
When did you start playing professional? What year?
The year during COVID, so 2021. 21.
21?
Yeah, I was in the G League with the Spurs, and then we were in the bubble. Yeah.
So your basketball goals now and 5 years ago, are they different?
Oh yeah, for sure. Obviously, I want to play in the NBA still, but I think I want to stay over in Europe and try to take it as far as I can go. I just like going to new countries, meeting new people. But obviously, the NBA is always the dream. But I feel like, I really want to take advantage of being over in Europe.
What do you like most about being a professional athlete?
I think just the relationships. Obviously, the competitive edge. You get to come out here and compete every single day, practice our games. I think that's obviously my favorite part, is being able to compete and get better at basketball. But I really like traveling around the world and meeting new players, meeting new teammates, meeting new coaches, and seeing new cities, which a lot of people in the States don't get to get out of the country and see. So, yeah.
Have you always been a competitive person?
For sure.
Is that how your friends and family would describe you back in the States?
Not necessarily when it comes to basketball, yeah, for sure. But other things I just have fun with. On the game, I'm definitely competitive too with my friends. Like playing Xbox, I would definitely say I'm pretty competitive at that. So yeah, for sure.
How do you think your friends would describe you?
Super outgoing, super friendly, always super positive. It takes a lot for me to get pretty upset and mad. So I definitely say pretty positive and outgoing.
You are always positive. What stresses you out?
What stresses me out? I'd say a dirty apartment or a dirty bedroom. I have a little bit of OCD, so I try to keep everything pretty neat. But before I leave the house, I like everything to be clean, nice, so I can come back and just relax and not have to do anything.
How do you handle stressful situations? Sometimes they happen and you
Sleep.
sleep.
I don't know. That's a good question. I probably just, take a step back and realize that it's not that serious. We tend to take things so serious and just overthink everything. So I try to take a step back and just let the time pass.
Do you have any other hobbies besides sports?
I like golfing a lot back in the States. Play quite a bit of golf. I wouldn't consider video games a hobby, so I'm not going to say that. Yeah, golfing I'd say is definitely a side hobby that I have and enjoy.
Any secret talents?
Secret talents? No, not necessarily. Other than being decent at skateboarding, that's about it.
What's your 3 travel essentials when you go on basketball trips?
So,
Besides your gear.
So like live in Europe or like just going to going to an away game?
Yes, away game.
I would say obviously toothbrush. Sometimes I bring my Xbox, depend on how long the trip is. And then mandatory headphones for sure.
Do you have a pre-game routine?
I need at least an hour and a half nap. I take a shower in the locker room just to feel clean before I come out on the court. I don't know, it's just something I've done since high school. I really like taking showers before the game, also after. And yeah, I just say, getting a good meal, getting a good nap, and taking a shower before the game.
Well, who's the best player you ever played against?
Best player I'd ever played against? At the time when we were in high school, it was Jaleel Okafor, which we're actually going to play this next game. But I'd say overall, I would probably say, I don't know, that's a tough question. There's been some really good players.
Name a few.
Peyton's up there. Mike James is definitely up there. Let's see, Spencer Dinwiddie, who plays for the Nets right now, I believe. Kevin Porter Jr., who was just on the Rockets last year. Jordan Poole is up there for sure. And yeah.
So you played against them?
In the G League bubble. Yeah. Kevin Porter was with the Rockets G League, and then Jordan Poole was with the Warriors G League.
What are the qualities you admire about basketball players the most?
I think just the fact that we get to go out on the basketball court and be free. Like I said, taking a step back. You just get to take a step back from life and just go enjoy basketball. So living in the moment, really, when you're on the court and competing, I think is something I really take away.
What about, like, as athletes? Like, what are some kind of qualities you admire when you look at other players and you're...
I would say perseverance is a quality for sure. Just because everything's not going to be all good, you know what I mean? It's going to be ups and downs. You got to persevere through it. You're going to have good games, you're going to have bad games, you're going to win, you're going to lose. So just stay in the course and persevering through all those. You like that answer?
What's your all-time fantasy starting 5?
I would say Steph, Michael, Kobe, LeBron, and Shaq.
It is a very standard answer.
I know. But it doesn't get better than that, really.
No, it's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's a very good answer.
You wanted me to throw in some ones that nobody's ever said?
Well,
I can't do that. I got to stay with that 5.
yeah, stay with that 5. A very important question in this team.
Say that again?
Very important question in this team.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, dogs.
Okay.
Dogs for sure.
Okay.
I like little kittens. I don't mind cats because they don't really do much. They just kind of walk around and they don't really do much. But I like kittens the most. But obviously, a dog is.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
you've been accepted here.
Yeah. And has anybody said cats?
I haven't asked that, but I know we have 2 people that are cat people, and the rest
right.
are dog people.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No, I like me a nice dog for sure.
What's your best basketball memory?
Best basketball memory was probably in college when I was at Oregon and New Mexico. My two, my last year at New Mexico and then my last year at Oregon. I don't know, just are you talking about just one specific memory? Like
If you
one
have
game or
anything,
something?
If you have anything.
Okay, I have two. One, when I was at New Mexico, we beat Nevada, who was number 6 in the country at the time, at home, it was just crazy. The fans were amazing. Stormed the court. We played on ESPN. It was just a really good memory for that reason. And then my next year at University of Oregon, we beat Michigan on the road. We were like ranked 6 in the country. They were 4. So it was a really, really crazy game. So I'd say those two are for sure my favorites.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about athletes or basketball players?
Biggest misconception? That's a good one, man. I would say probably that, everybody has the stereotype that all athletes are just so cocky and so arrogant, which, don't get me wrong, there are some that are like that. But I think overall, nobody's really like that, you know what I mean? I've been on a lot of teams, had a lot of different teammates. I can maybe count on one hand that are people that are like that. But on the flip side of that, in this game, you kind of have to be, super confident in yourself and your skills. So I see where both sides are coming from, but I feel like most everybody that I've played with is super genuine and super down to earth.
What game are you looking forward to the most this season?
This season? Probably this next one. Obviously playing a really big ACB team, really high level, Europe basketball. So hopefully, we can get a win.
Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. That's it.